Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be planning the week of April 5th through the 11th using this Where To Next kit from Scribble Prints Co. And I'll quickly go ahead and show you what this is the mini kit, so I did purchase the extra label add-ons. And then here are the full boxes. As you can see, it is a travel themed kit, and I chose this kit for this week because this is actually my anniversary week with my boyfriend. Our anniversary is on the 10th, and this year it'll be 3 years, I want to say. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 3 years. And both of us love to travel, and we've actually been to these two, so the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, and Leaning Tower of Pisa together. In addition, I've been to London, which is where this is, the Parliament building, and I'm pretty sure I've been here too. I can't quite decide what building this is, so if any of you know what building this is, please leave a comment down below. I'm pretty sure I've been there. I think it's in Italy, but I could be wrong. I'm honestly not entirely sure. But anyway, my boyfriend and I love to travel, so that's why I chose this kit for this week. And then I'll just quickly flip through the rest of the kit. It's like a bluish, purplish, pinkish theme with the floral washi. And with that, I'm going to get started with the week. As always, I'm starting with the foundation, which is the bottom washi, some of the glitter headers, the date overlays or the date covers, some deco if applicable, and the sidebar. And this week I decided to keep it with the full washi. I typically split the washi in half if it's like a consistent pattern, because I actually do prefer the look of two washi at the bottom, like typically one with a pattern and one with either a less busy pattern or just a solid color. I do prefer the look of that, but this washi, I thought that if I cut it in half that it would kind of not necessarily lose the character, but I liked the floral element, and I also liked the background with the map of the globe kind of pattern. So I thought it worked, and because the floral only takes up about half of the washi strip anyway, it kind of has two distinct patterns to it anyway, so I figured I would just leave it. And then I put the date headers on the lower of the two lines to line it up, just because that allows me a little bit more space to put the deco at the top. And if I lined it up with the top one, I would, one, have less space, but also I know a lot of people do line it up with the top one just because they have that perfect spot to put the glitter header, because they line up their glitter headers day to day. And since I do use glitter headers when they are available, but I don't line them up every single day evenly. I like to have 3 different sections, like I guess most people who use glitter headers have, but I don't like to kind of restrict myself to 3 of the same size boxes, because then I would restrict myself to what kind of stickers I can use within that space. So this way just allows me to kind of separate my days into how I want them to, and kind of pick whatever box I feel like is the most appropriate. So I also wanted to use all of the 9 full boxes that came with this kit, the 8 that have those landmarks, and then the 1 floral one that I ended up putting in the top left, because I didn't want that pattern, because it's the same pattern as the bottom washi, I didn't want it to have it right next to each other, even though I did see someone else kind of do that, where they put the full box that had the same pattern as the bottom washi at the bottom, and it actually didn't look bad. So I think maybe next time I'll try to remember to do that to kind of see how it looks. I don't know, we'll see. But in this spread, I decided to put that pattern up at the top, and I kind of wish I had some foil quote overlays that I can put over it, because it's a little bit empty. All the other full boxes have this pattern to it, or at least a lot of design and something going on, whereas that floral box just doesn't really have anything going on. So here I'm just putting down the full boxes, and I realized that I forgot to put the weekend banner down, so I'm just fanning it really quickly to have that undo dry, and then I'm going to put the sticker weekend banner down. And then because I'm using foil in this kit, and the foil also came from Scribble Prints Co, it's this beautiful pinkish foil to it. It's a really pretty, and I think it really coordinated with the spread as well. But that the foil also has the script for a weekend banner, and it's a little bit smaller than I would have liked. It's just like if you saw on the weekend banner from the normal sticker, it's just that white part that's foiled. So I decided to overlay them. I did that last week. I'll go ahead and link that plan with me. It was my Easter plan with me. I'll go ahead and card it up above if you're interested. But I did that same layering technique last week, and I really liked the way it turned out, so I decided to do it again this week. But this week I am doing something new. I don't think I've used, or maybe once or twice I have, but I don't do it a lot because I sometimes think it's a little bit too much foil. But this case, I really wanted that foil to stand out, so I decided to use the glitter header overlays, which is in that bow pattern, on all of the glitter headers, and I think it really turned out nice. It's not as overwhelming as I thought it would be, because I kind of thought it was too much foil, which is why I haven't done it in the past. But now that I'm looking at the spread, I really don't think it really adds. I mean, it adds to it, but not enough to distract it or think like it's too much, you know. Because I also wanted to put those full box overlays. Now I only had 21 of the glitter header overlays, so there's no overlays on the sidebar, and I only had 6 of the full box overlays, so I only put it on, let's see, I only put it on 6 of them. So 2 of the location full boxes and that floral one don't have overlays, but it's not the end of the world. I don't really mind. You can't really notice that they don't all have it without actually looking for it. And the one that I didn't put on it is that Mount Fuji one. I believe it's Mount Fuji, which was on, what day was it? It was on Friday. So again, I'm talking about that overlay technique that I talked about before. It was a little difficult, and as you can see, I was slightly off towards the later half of the weekend. Especially the bow, it's like not even over the white part at all, but not the end of the world. I really don't mind. So here I am filming on another day. I forgot that I didn't do the deco previously, so I'm just quickly filling in the deco now. And then again, I purposely I knew I wanted to put the deco with the date headers. And oh, see, there's the previous week that I was talking about, and you can see the weekend overlay. But anyway, as I was saying earlier, I know some people either choose to use the deco and not the date headers, or use the date headers and not the deco. But I don't mind having both of them there. I don't think it adds to it too much. And especially if I'm only using a kit for 1 week, like if I only have enough stickers to use it for 1 week instead of splitting it up into 2 weeks, I'm going to use all the stickers that I have to not waste any and to kind of get the full feel of the kit. So I think that with the date headers and the deco, it kind of, I don't know, gives it more character, I guess. I don't really know what the right word is. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below if you like to do both of them, if you only like to do one, if you kind of just do whatever you have room for, or the stickers or whatever. I guess I kind of just do whatever I have the stickers for, unless I have a big enough kit where I know I can split it up into 2 weeks, and that way I'll do the headers for one and then the deco for the other week. And now I'm just filling in the white spaces with this extra bow decorations. I'm not sure what they're called. Again, it came with the wiggle, the foil wiggle that I got, so I just figured I might as well use it because it matches the foil, and I don't know when I'll be using this foil next. And to be honest, I like that it fills in the empty spaces, but to be honest, the bows aren't my favorite. I think I preferred kind of like those starbursts, I think is what they're called, like random star shapes that I used in the week prior. I think I like those a little bit more than these bows. But anyway, it is what it is, and like I said, I'm glad that I was able to fill in those white spaces, because if I don't look at it too closely, I think it's fine. Or maybe I just put them down wrong and it just didn't I just didn't really think about how I was placing them down. But anyway, starting with the week, on Monday I worked in the morning and I used that Coffee Monsters Co. sticker to kind of fill in that empty space, because as I mentioned last week, I don't record the hours that I work. I wouldn't say I work for myself, but I do kind of have my own, I'm responsible for myself, I guess that's what you can say. I'm a grad student. I'm just doing my own research, so it doesn't really matter when I do what. I just have to get it done. So I don't record the hours that I work. I kind of just record that I did work. And so let's see. And then after work, I filmed a little bit and I used the icons from the foil wiggle as well, because the mini kit with Scribble Prints Co, they don't come with icons, which if you're planning to use it with some foil, it works perfectly because you get foil icons with, at least with Scribble Prints Co, you get the wiggles. Other kits or other shops may not do it that way, but at least with SPC, I really like how it works that way because I can use up those icons as well as add some a little bit more foil to the spread. So anyway, after I worked a little bit, I filmed, I had a doctor's appointment, and then on Zoom, I went to a coding club, which is just where we meet once a week, at least during the semester, and we just talk about coding, and we have like a personal silent hour of coding where we each work on our own project to kind of hold each other accountable. And then I had the Coliseum full boxed. And then in the evening, I worked again. I edited a video and then read at night like I usually do. Moving on to Tuesday. In the morning, we had our apartment fumigated. We've been having issues with some cockroaches. I know that is disgusting. And I know it's not just us. I think it's like a building issue, but we've noticed in our apartment, it's been pretty bad. So we got it fumigated, and this fumigation didn't really work so well. We saw a couple dead ones the next day, but like not that much. And we were still having issues. So we ended up getting it fumigated again in May, like about a month later. And that worked, let me tell you. So at least now it's no longer an issue. And then after it got fumigated, we decided to go out for lunch. So we went to a barbecue place and then went to Target. And then when we got home, we played Lego Batman, because I think actually now, as you guys been watching me, you know that the games that Colton and I play together, at least the video games, is usually Lego Harry Potter. But I think we actually finished Lego Harry Potter. So I think this is now, instead of me saying Lego Harry Potter, it's going to be Lego Batman from now on, at least until we finish that. So anyway, we played Lego Batman, and I'm just using or leaving that space blank where my pinky was just now, that blue appointment label that's backwards. I made my own like Xbox game controller stickers. So I'll be using that, but at the time that I filmed this, I didn't have them made yet. So I will fill that in later, and I'm a little bit behind, so I'm going to go a little bit fast to catch up. In the afternoon, we played Sorry, and then on Wednesday, we just had a fire alarm test for like a building safety code. I did some laundry, I made some cookies, and those cookies, as well as the game night stickers, are both from Once More with Love. I had a COVID test because my school requires it. Colton and I watched New Girl, and then I had a GSA, which stands for Graduate Student Association, meeting at Wednesday night. Moving on to Thursday, I worked in the morning, and then I had Make and Meditate in the afternoon, which is basically a relaxing, calming, crafting hour club type initiative thing with school. So that's why I used that Coffee Monsters Co. emoji with all that washi and like scissors and stuff, because I crafted. And then I had the full box, excuse me. And then I practiced my talk in the evening. I can't remember who I did that with. I think I did it with my parents maybe, and definitely maybe it was Colton. Honestly, oh no, it was Ellery. Wow. I practiced with Ellery, my friend from school, and then I just read in the evening because Friday I defended my proposal. So if you're not familiar, I am a PhD student, and part of becoming a PhD candidate, which is like the next level, is that I have to defend my proposal, and I did on Friday, and I passed. So that was a huge deal, very relieved to have that over with. And then right after that proposal defense, my department had seminar. And then I had a lunch with Alex because I was on campus when I defended my proposal. It was over Zoom, but I physically went to campus to have the Zoom meeting. And my friend Alex was also on campus, so we had lunch together. It was outdoors. It was safe. And when I got home, I just wanted to relax, so I watched some Criminal Minds. And then when Colton came home from work, we had a game night, and we just decided to play Uno. So moving on to Saturday, I wanted to have that half box to mark down that it was our 3rd anniversary. And then afterwards, or not afterwards, we didn't really celebrate our anniversary that day, but I filmed, and then I watched some Criminal Minds, and I couldn't decide what to put in this blank space, so I decided to I ended up putting a Me Time sticker from Planner Kate. And then in the evening, when Colton got home from work, we watched Avengers Infinity War, and I used that cute Thanos sticker from Once More with Love. I just love how cute that little thing is. And if you've been watching me, you know that Colton and I are currently working through Marvel movies. And if you're familiar with the Marvel universe, you know that Infinity War is one of the last ones, or at least one of the last ones that has already been released. They're making more, obviously. So we're almost caught up with that series, which is great. So moving on to Sunday, Colton and I went to, actually, I think this was with a bunch of friends as well. We all went to Oleta River State Park to go kayaking with a bunch of friends from school. Again, it was all outdoors. It was completely safe. And then in the evening, or I guess in the afternoon, I Skyped my parents like I always do. I watched some Criminal Minds, and then I finished out the evening by reading like I typically do. I just really like doing that at night. It's a great way that kind of relaxes me. I don't know, kind of, I'm sitting in bed, I get settled in, kind of let my body relax and get tired and just ready for bed. So, and it works out because I read on my Kindle typically, and if Colton is already in bed and the lights are off, I am still able to read because I can use the light from my Kindle. It's an app, obviously, and not like paperback or something. Even though I will say I definitely do prefer reading like a physical book rather than reading on my Kindle, but it is what it is. And especially now, it's just a lot easier to get access to books via a digital version instead of a physical one. So that is all for my spread this week. I'm going to quickly show you what stickers I have left over, and then you'll see what the overall spread looks like, the scripts that I made for myself. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.